what's up everybody? Nick here with Hog Season Fishing. Super excited. This weekend I am hitting Lake McSwain. I've been here in the past. It's an awesome place. For those that don't know it or if you're unfamiliar with it, just Google Lake McSwain Recreation Area. Pretty popular place on the weekend. So just make sure you make reservations ahead of time. That's my only advice. Now in terms of where it connects, it does hook up to the Merced River, I believe, and it also connects to Lake McClure, which is cool. Now, Lake McClure apparently holds some good-sized bass, and they say that McSwain does also, but I've never been bit by any bass here at Lake McSwain. As far as trout, though, they do stock it year-round. I think they just put in like 900 pounds the other day, so we're hoping to get into some good ones this weekend. And I wanted to share the gear that I'm using, so that way you can have some tips and tricks in your back pocket and hopefully increase the chances of you hooking up with that big one. So in terms of my rod, I do have it sitting here. It's just a little long. I'm using a 9-foot light action rod. Now I am fishing from shore this weekend, so I'm trying to get the distance. I want to make sure I can get as far out as possible from shore, land in that deep water where those big trout like to hang out. Now, in terms of line, what I've got here is 6-pound test. I use it through and through. So I use it for my main line. I also use 6-pound for my leader. So I just like the feel of it, and it's comfortable for me. You can go thicker, you can go smaller if you want. Just depends on your comfort level. I like 6-pound. So fluorocarbon 6-pound, and then we got our sliding barrel weight here, pretty standard. I use a 1/2 ounce. Like I said, I like to get a little distance. Next, we got our standard barrel swivel, and that's what we're going to connect our leader to. And I do about 3.5 feet. You can go a little shorter, just kind of depends on the depth you're fishing. But 3.5 feet worth of leader is always seemed to be the best for me, so that's fine. As far as hook size, we're going pretty small. My rule of thumb is it should fit on your pinky nail. That's just the size I like to use. Larger hooks sometimes are cool. You have more success of hooking them in the mouth maybe, but you go too small, then they just inhale the whole thing. So I like to use kind of in between. This is a nice, it's not tiny, but it's not big either. So once again, that's the size I'm using. So that's the gear. Now in terms of the bait, I use pretty much 2 standard things when I come here. Those are my 2 go-tos. I use power bait mice tails. Everybody's familiar with these. If you're not, I suggest you look them up. They're awesome. They float and they just kind of wave in the water like this. They're awesome. This color is red and natural. So as like I said, it's got a bright red head and a natural brown body. So red and natural is the color on there. These things are awesome. They really delivered for me in the past for trout. The other bait that I like to use is the Gulp Alive pinched crawlers. Now these are floating also. They do make them that sink, so you can use them on a floater or whatever your preference is. I like the floating ones because we're using a Carolina rig, so it's going to be floating up off the bottom. These ones have a nice, healthy, thick garlic scent. So if you're sensitive to smells, wear gloves when you're baiting these puppies up because they smell like garlic. We'll see if we can get into some big ones, and I will keep you guys posted. Thank you so much for watching, and tight lines. Stay tuned.